Ah.
I'm sorry I'm so late, Mr. Brown.
Oh, that's all right, Danielle. Were you held up by the traffic?
No, I was held up by a man.
Heavens, you mean a mugger?
I do not know his name. But he works as a woodwork teacher here in the school.
One of the teachers here tried to rob you.
No, not rob me.
Oh, well, surely not,
He was trying to chatter me up.
Oh, I see.
He wanted to take me out.
You want I give him a bunch of favors?
He's bigger than you, Max.
Everybody's bigger than Max.
Hey! Watch what you're saying, huh?
Listen, Nana Mascuri, you don't frighten.
Okay, come outside.
No, all right, settle down, you two. Come on. Don't worry about it, Danielle. I'm sure that this woodwork teacher, whatever his name is, was only trying to be friendly.
But he was trying to be more than friendly. He would not let me go past until I agreed to have dinner with him.
Oh, he does seem to have been rather persistent.
Then, Eureka! I have, how you say, a brainwash.
Wait.
Yes! I tell him I cannot go out with him because I am engaged to be married.
Ah, very good. Quick thinking.
There's only one problem.
What was that?
I tell him I'm engaged to be married to you.
Me?
Yes. It was a good idea, yes?
It was a good idea, no. Did anybody overhear you?
Only Gladys.
Oh, great. That's worse than putting it on news at 10. It'll be all over the school by now.
You say that Mr. Brown is engaged to his French student?
That's right. I heard her tell Mr. Jarvis in the tea room.
Well, this is absolutely disgraceful. I think he might have had the decency to tell me first.
Tell you?
Yes. It's most inconsiderate.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
Oh, nothing. I must be getting back.
Enter?
Miss Courtney.
Well, if it isn't the college Casanova.
Yes, well, I've come to explain about that.
Are you sure you can spare the time?
It's a complete misunderstanding. You see, I'm not really engaged to Danielle. She only said that to stop one of the teachers from pestering her.
Really?
Oh, it's perfectly true. The chap who takes the woodwork class was trying to chat her up.
Mr. Jarvis?
Is that his name? Well, I've never met him. Anyway, she concocted the whole thing just to get out of an embarrassing situation.
I see.
I'm terribly sorry. Especially in view of, well...
In view of what?
Yeah, well, I hardly like to mention it.
Well, you have mentioned it, so you may as well continue.
Well, let me say right away that it's a perfectly natural thing to happen.
What is?
Well, for one person to be attracted to another despite a difference in their ages.
To what two persons are you referring?
Well, you and I.
You and I?
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Brown, I'd no idea you felt like that about me. Well, as you said yourself, it's perfectly natural. Oh, you poor dear boy.
Ah, no, Miss Courtney, you don't understand.
Oh, but I do. Men have always found me rather fascinating.
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Look, let me explain.
Now, there's no need to apologize for the way you feel.
Yes, but
Of course, it's out of the question.
But, Miss Courtney, please.
Now, don't start grovelling. Go get over it.
Yes, I suppose I will.
And now I suggest you go and squash this foolish rumour about you and your French fiancée.
Right, I'll do that. Thank you.
And Mr. Brown.
Yes, Miss Courtney?
Don't worry about this other little affair. I shan't tell a soul. Your secret is safe with me.
You're very kind.
Poor fellow.
Oh, come on, Danielle. Just a kiss. Come on, love.
Mr. Brown!
Danielle, aren't you in the classroom?
I am trying to explain to Mr. Jarvis what I said between us is not true.
Sure. It's every man for himself, is it, Brown?
Look, I'd appreciate it, Mr. Jarvis, if you stopped pestering my students, if you don't mind.
A bit sensitive, aren't we? Touch of the green eye, is it?
Certainly not.
Well, then, as they say in this lovely lady's land, fermez la bouche. Shut your gob.
Don't you speak to Mr. Brown like this. He will be angry with you.
Oh, really?
He is not frightened of you.
Oh, aren't you?
Well, I'm not.
No, he is not. And if you're not careful, he will hit you.
Danielle.
You couldn't hit a fly.
Look, Jarvis, I'm not in the slightest...
And he is ready whenever you are.
Right, tonight, after class, in the yard, we'll have a punch-up.
Yeah, but...
You ready, then?
Ready?
Yeah, for the fight.
Ah, yes, the fight. Look, could I have a word with you, Mr. Jarvis, outside?
Well?
Look, we're both reasonable men.
I'm not.
Look, I'm sure we can settle this amicably.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
Oh, good.
After I've knocked your block off.
Ah, just the two persons I wanted to see. What's all this I hear about a fight?
It's just a private matter between Mr Brown and myself.
Nonsense. It's common knowledge throughout the whole school. Now step into my office, shut the door behind you, and take heed, for I shall not tell you again. I will not have members of my staff brawling in public. I absolutely forbid it.
You do?
Most definitely.
Oh, good. I mean, what a pity. I was quite looking forward to it.
That's not the impression I got.
Do you mean to tell me that you were actually looking forward to this fight?
Oh, yes. Besides, there was a point of honour at stake.
What point of honour?
Well, this person insulted Miss Danielle Favre. He forced his attentions on her.
I see. Male chauvinism, eh, Mr Jarvis?
Well, why not? Women like to be dominated.
Nonsense.
Oh, come now, Miss Courtney. The man is by nature the hunter.
Oh, well, this puts an entirely different complexion on the matter.
It does?
Yes. Much as I abhor fighting, I feel that under the circumstances, perhaps your motives were justified.
No. We can have our little punch-up in the yard.
Certainly not.
Oh, thank goodness.
You will settle your differences in a much more civilized and sporting manner.
Oh, I quite agree. How about a game of chess?
The school has a perfectly good gymnasium. If you must knock each other about, I suggest you do it there tomorrow night after class. Where is Mr. Brown?
He's just putting his gloves on. Oh, here he comes now.
Sit down, please. I have something for you.
What's that?
If you put this in his gloves, you'll be breaking his jawbones.
Yeah, and probably my wrist too. No, thank you.
Excuse, please.
No, Tara, you do that after each round.
All right, gentlemen, please. Quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 3-round contest, 3 minutes each round. On my right, from the woodwork department, Nigel Jarvis. And on my left, from the language class, Jeremy Brown.
Now listen, I want a good clean fight, remember this. I want no scratching, bulging, gouging, eating below the belt. Shake hands now, come out fighting.
Right, seconds out.
Good luck, Mr. Brown.
Corner, big puff.
You are getting him very worried.
He's worried he's going to kill me.
We're gonna lose our money. We gotta do something. I have an idea.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Hey, Mr. Woodwork, you box real good, you know?
Thanks.
Listen, you boxed before?
Right, once or twice. I don't reckon your Mr Brown stands much of a chance.
Well, maybe. Somehow, I don't think I like to be in your shoes, you know?
Get out.
night. You were so brave.
Well, it was nothing, really. Oh, well.
Brown, Mr. Brown.
What is it?
Oh, blimey, he's at it again.
Who's at it again?
That woodpecker teacher, Mr. Jarvis. He's making advantages to Jamila.
Advances?
Yes, please. So I'm giving a kick in his backside. And now he's challenging me to a punch-up.
Oh, not again. No, I don't think you should go through with it, Ali. I mean, with all due respect, you're not as experienced as I am.
That is what I am thinking. So I am telling this to Mr. Jarvis.
Good.
The fight is taking place tonight in the gymnasium.
I'm sorry, I thought you said you weren't fighting him.
Oh, no, not me. But I'm naming you as my substitute.
I don't want a repetition of what happened last year.
What happened?
Mr. Jarvis's woodwork students were quite awful. They sang bawdy rugby songs out of tune. Mr. Jarvis still hasn't found another job.